Hoskins with Mommy Evangelism.
And I'm Kristen, her best friend.
And we are going to talk about one of the questions that came in through YouTube was, who do you give Hell's Best Kept Secret to? In case you missed that video, these are some of the things that I give out. It's Hell's Best Kept Secret and True and False Conversion by Ray Comfort. It's the Living Waters ministry. You can get them at livingwaters.com. They're $1 each, and I carry them around usually for people that I talk to who have a Christian background of some kind. If I talk to somebody and I'm just talking to them and I say, do you have a Christian background? They say yes. There's a couple of things you can do to kind of test the waters on that. Not everyone you talk to who says they're a Christian has any idea what that means. It may mean that they went to a Christian church growing up. It may mean that they were baptized as an infant in a Catholic church. It could mean a million different things to a million different people. A lot of people have Christian backgrounds, but not a lot of people are truly soundly saved or have any understanding. They also may be in a church that's kind of pumping the wrong gospel at them. Maybe God has a wonderful plan for your life, and that's not really scriptural.
That's going to be another
video. God has a wonderful plan for your eternity. So basically, Hell's Best Kept Secret, when I do talk to somebody to try and kind of get a gauge where they're at, there's two things I can do. The first thing is the easiest thing, and be like, oh, well, what have you been reading in the Bible lately? And either they're going to go, I'm sorry, the Bible? Or they're going to say, oh, I don't have one of those. These have both happened. Then there may be somebody who says, oh, I was reading in Ephesians the other day, or I was reading about the fruit of the Spirit, or something that they'll have something that's more credible, that you can actually go, okay, they're coming and they're understanding and they're gaining wisdom. You could also have the person who goes, I was reading in Revelation and I was reading about when Jesus comes back, because for some reason a lot of non-Christians read Revelation. That's my children walking in the front door. So that would be one of the conversations to kind of gauge where somebody is. Another way that you can do it is 3 minutes to live. You basically say to them, I have 3 minutes to live. Why do I need to be a Christian? And they can either kind of give you, there's a lot of variants. There can be like, well, you need Jesus or you're going to go to hell. No, I don't believe that. Wait, what do you mean you don't believe that? And then you can see there's a sense of urgency because they don't know how to tell you effectively. So you could either be talking to a Christian who doesn't understand what a true Christian is, or you're talking to somebody who has no idea how to give somebody the gospel. And then you can give them the tool.
That's the Jesus-shaped heart.
The whole shape. You have Jesus-shaped hole in your heart.
Yeah.
He needs to come in and he's like patchwork. Exactly. Or here, say this prayer after me. Lord, I pray. Lord, I pray. Which is just not sincere at all. That's usually what's called the sinner's prayer. And I think the best thing I've ever heard in equating that is, if a man has an affair and he comes to you and he confesses and says, I had an affair with my wife and what am I going to do? You say, oh, I know what we can do. And you take his hand and you go and take him back to his wife and say, okay, now repeat after me. Honey, I'm sorry I cheated. Honey, I'm sorry I cheated. I won't do it again. I won't do it again. All right, there you go. And they go off happy ever after. No, there needs to be repentance. There needs to be a desire and an understanding and a change and a turning from what they were doing and a going towards the right way to do things. And so that, I think, is the best way that you can kind of square it up with somebody. A lot of the times it will call false converts out. And I mean, 90%
Who may not
of the
know
time,
that they're false converts.
No, they don't. They don't have any idea. No, there's a gamer. Oh wait, we can come back. We gained a baby. So they may not have any idea that they are walking around unsaved. They are only believing what they've heard. So you need to make sure that you can give them the truth. So those are the people that I end up sending away with Hell's Best Kept Secret. And I also try to see if I can give them a Bible and send them with a Bible as well, because those are two things they need. The minimum you can do is give them some resources and write down some different websites that they can go to and they can get more information. And ultimately, the salvation's of the Lord. He is going to be the one who saves them. He is going to be the one who converts them. He is going to be the one who brings them to himself. You are just the one who's giving them the good news. That's your only job. So, that would be the type of person that I give this to. Anything else?
No, I think you've really covered that.
All right.